Alrighty, folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug, and I'm coming at you with, you guessed it, more League of Legends Dominion. My team across the bottom, Misfortune with her new Mafia skin. That is definitely not Blitzcrank sitting there. We have Irelia, Rise, and I'm playing Reckton. Yes, I picked up Reckton, and word of warning, I don't know Reckton all that well, so you can imagine I do pretty damn poorly. We're up against Amumu. And as it goes away too quickly for me to continue reading, Amumu, Janna, Sion, Olaf, and Kassadin. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little lethargic today, and I don't know why, because I haven't done anything except get up, eat, and then sit on my butt. It's not like I've been working too much. And my wife's been the one that's been working like a mad woman, doing housewifey things like laundry and dishes and whatnot. So, oh boy. But yeah, I've picked up a couple new champions. You know, Shyvana being one of them, Reckton's another. I'm working towards either picking up Xin Zhao or Trundle. A lot of people say, why would you get Trundle? Well, you know, I've seen somebody, if you're able to be good with Trundle, if you're able to become good with him, he can be a real force in Dominion. He can be incredibly hard to kill, and with his ability to move quickly over that set distance when he slams his club down is really a huge advantage in this game. So that is definitely something you want to say is really helpful. But Xin Zhao, of course, is very powerful as well. With well, he's just really powerful with his pop-up and combos and all that. So you notice I paused there, let Blitzcrank go ahead. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Being this is the first time I played Reckton in an actual PvP, I did not want to be the first one into the confrontation. Now, I just usually kind of resign myself to just standing in there and letting myself get hit. It usually helps distract from my team, but this time it's not doing much. I can't flash. I can't do much else, so I'm just resigned to the fact I'm going to get my ass kicked there. And that's really going to allow the opposing team to really work on getting the point. Misfortune working on Janna. She's going to teleport away. Irelia is in trouble. Blitzcrank trying to back out. Blitzcrank comes up to defend off, but that's really just going to set up the top point to be captured by Janna. Well, Rise is doing some good work against Amumu down bottom. You see, Amumu's really hurt. Rise is really not. But that doesn't help too much because, yeah, we lost the top point. For now, at least. So, Blitzcrank working against, Sion. I come in. Irelia comes in. Kassadin wants to come in. Yeah, I get hit, but he's still fairly hurt. I get stunned. Yeah, big deal. I still get a fair amount of health, so I'm not too worried about it. There's, you know, Blitzcrank here. I'm here. We have the point. You know, Janna just makes herself annoying. I'm not overtly worried about it. Misfortune comes in, backing us up. We're doing really strong. You know, holding the point. Don't think they're going to get it. Rise really pushed Amumu back, but he's going to get bumped off by Olaf. We managed to hold the point and actually start pushing them back, as you can see here. Irelia going for the point with a nice wave of minions behind her. Misfortune's there as well. I'm not dead, but I'm coming around the backside here. Janna comes in, throws down her little tornado. I run around to the side knowing it's there, that it could be intercepted at any time. And then I just kind of hang out in the back going, you know, being the cheerleader going, go get him, guys. Janna bumps us off with her ulti. I managed to cut through Sion. Misfortune picking up the kill. And we managed to take back the top point. Nice little grab on with Blitzcrank there. And Kassadin's in trouble. I'm starting to recall. I see Kassadin hurt and stop. If I hadn't been recalling, I might have been able to do something. Unfortunately, you know, I'm pretty middle of the road as it is. Blitzcrank not going to allow Jana to grab the point. She's going to try and be annoying. But there's Misfortune to help. Olaf coming in up the top, and he's not going to be much help at the moment either. Both going for the health power-up. Neither one too hurt, but still nice to have a little bit of extra health. And again, Rise just beating on poor Amumu. He's not going to get away, I don't think. Oh, he does. He does. Just barely. So I pick up the Storm Shield, which for me, I really should have probably let Aurelia get it, who was coming, because, you know me, I'm not all that great. Down goes Misfortune. Aurelia comes in, then I come in, Blitzcrank's down, Misfortune is down. I'm trying to help. I go into my ulti, trying to drive Scion back, and I do manage to pick him up. Aurelia is there against Olaf, and she's going to get taken out. Olaf's going to be running down. I wish Aurelia had run back to me. If she had been able to, I'd been able to help her maybe, but it didn't work out that way. And I'm pretty sure I don't have the speed to keep up with Olaf, but that's fine. I've got my Fange, and I've got my Giant's Belt. I know what I'm working for there. Both heading for the top. If Olaf really wants to try and keep me on this, then he's going to have a hard time. Throws his axe, but I don't care. Want to block me? I don't care. Cassidon's here? Okay, now I care. So right at this point, I'm just setting my feet to fight. Try and delay Cap. Oop, nope. Flash out. Stun. I'm in trouble. Here comes Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank. I call him Blitzcrank. It's Blitzcrank. And I completely whiff on my all-around attack. Kassadin misses me. Blitzcrank's there. Really misses his shot. Aurelia comes in. They do have the point back. Misfortune killing a Mumu down bottom. Down bottom Jana with Rise there, as you can see on the mini-map. Nice promotion in the minion there. I believe that came from Blitzcrank. Really working on pushing Aurelia back. A nice wave of minions with a super minion in there with Misfortune. There's the lockdown in the Rune Prison. She knocks back with the heal into the ulti. I get killed up top, trying to distract for my team to come in and do some capping. It didn't work out that way. Amumu comes back in. He's in there. It's all those minions working to try and cap the point. Amumu trying to cap the point there. Rise not going to let it happen. Some major damage being set out. Rise turns around, saving Misfortune. Takes down the Amumu. Jana trying to cap the point. Rise blocks it. Little tornado going out. Big deal. Jana going to get very hurt. Lockdown in the prison. Down Jana goes. Rise beasting as always. What can you say? Cassidon's going to come in. Teleport him with the silence. You know, he's still in there 2-on-1. But he manages to get Misfortune. I forgot how low on health she was. Nice throwdown there of the Overload. Coming in again. Interesting little duel going on down bottom. Me and Blitzcrank managed to get Scion down there. Rise does get Kassadin, but he's going to be pushed out by Jana. She throws out this short tornado. Doesn't really do much. Rune Prison, Overload. And unfortunately, Rise goes down. It was just too much for him to handle at that point. I'm getting beat up top. What else is new? Blitzcrank trying to settle in to get the point. Throws down the ulti, but he still gets beat up. Aurelia's here. I go into my ulti just to try and throw out as much damage as possible. That would allow Aurelia to pick up Olaf. I'm screaming at Aurelia to cap the freaking point, if you can call it typing and cap screaming. Jana trying to cap this back point here. Rise is on his way in, so that won't happen. Blitzcrank is also there as well. I know I say definitely not Blitzcrank in one of my videos. I keep with it. But that's just too much. So I'm just going to stay with Blitzcrank. So we have Rise and Misfortune coming in down the bottom. Rise, major, massive damage out on Amumu. He throws down his ulti, but it really doesn't do all that much. Blitzcrank and myself are going to work to back cap this point here rather than go for the main point. Scion is incoming. Cassidon's behind. I move to intercept Cassidon with Slice and Dice. Then I go over to Scion. I believe we stunned each other there. He goes to run into the point. Blitzcrank knocking back Cassidy, knocks him up in the air. Look at that massive shield on Blitzcrank. That's just amazing. And I hit the speed point, get out of there. Blitzcrank hits the speed point, get out of there. I'm going up top to try and help intercept to save him. It's just not going to happen. And now I'm like way outmatched. Whereas on the other side, Rise and Misfortune have managed to cap this lower point down here. Yeah, you see Olaf closing in on this point up in here. I'm about to spawn in. Blitzcrank spawns in. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, I've got my frozen mallet right now. I'm going for more tanky Reckton, if you can believe that. Yes, I said tanky. I even got Mercury treads. Reckton, I know it's not usually made to be a tank, but I decided I'm going to go with a little bit more health. Blitzcrank working on minions up there. Aurelia working on some minions down there. Rise gets taken down here by, I'm believing, Cassidy, you know, the triple team overall. Putting us down a little bit. Janna's got the buff, and she's floating around up top up there. I'm working to back cap this point, neutralize it. I realize I'm not doing well. I realize I'm not a huge asset to my team, so I'm just trying to help. I flash into the point like an idiot. I know I'm pretty much screwed, so I just go into my ulti, little slice and dice, just trying to be annoying. I'm keeping the two of them busy for quite a while. And so while I've kept them busy for that long and thrown out some damage and neutralized the point, I allow Blitzcrank and Aurelia to come up to this point up here and cap it. So at least something in the way I tell it, it's going to stay that way, came of my sacrificing myself. Nice grab on Cassin there, but he teleports out from Blitzcrank. And for some reason decides to turn around and continue fighting. He dives into the point. Blitzcrank doing what he can. Huge shield. Managing to protect him. Takes out Cassidy, but yeah, he's going to get taken out by Olaf. And even though I believe I'm headed in that direction, I just won't get there in time to help prevent the point from falling. So what do? Yep, I work to back cap again. Try and be that distraction. You know, this is something you can do if you're the weaker player on your team, is you can work to cap this point, you can work to cap this point, and draw defenders away. Even if you don't cap the point, you're drawing at least one person, forcing them to come after you and deal with you. You know? And so here comes Aurelia. You know, she's going to help. So the two of us here now, we're drawing in Olaf as well. You know, that if somebody could, they could come up here and cap this point while we keep people busy. You know, and I'm determined that means even if I got to throw myself into a fight, then I've got to throw myself into a fight. If I got to get myself killed, then I got to get myself killed. That's all there is to it. Blitzcrank misses his throw, which is too bad. Pop up on Janna, walks in there. You know, he's outmatched, but still, he's going to go after Olaf. I mean, why not? He can't cap the point, but he's not going to get Olaf, and he kind of just stands there. I'm not sure about that. Well, all that's going on. Misfortune and Rise are keeping Scion busy down here, working on capping the point. I don't know why Misfortune didn't just head him off. In situations like this, where you're capping 2-1 and you got the point neutralized, one person needs to be the person that harasses and drives away the other player, while the other person caps the point. You know, using that teamwork. So seeing that some of the teams down here, you know, and whatnot, I'm coming up here. We got a nice wave of minions neutralizing the point. Not much left to cap it, so it'll be very easy to do. And there we go, nice quick cap on the point while the team's occupied down here for the most part. Getting this point, keeping us in a nice 3-cap lead. Nice grab on Blitzcrank. Bzzz, there down goes Janna. It's an interesting build for Blitzcrank here. As you see, you get 2 cloth armor. I have no idea what he's working for with 2 cloth armor. But yeah, the Archangel staff and the Masumane give him a lot of mana, and as you've seen that big shield, that's the result. When his health gets like about 20% less, a shield pops into place that's equivalent to X amount of his mana. So Rise over here battling Scion, trying to protect the point. I come in to help drive him off. He's got his ulti going, I believe. I can't tell for sure. He stuns me. He's got his shield going. I don't care. My job is just to try and drive him back. Oop, he missed the health power up, and I got it. So he stuns me again. And we're just fighting it out. Down goes his shield. Little slice and dice action. I go into my ulti, but god damn it, there comes Janna. I really think I could have beat Scion if it wasn't for her. Looks like Aurelia working to neutralize and cap the quest point up here. With these two busy up here, these guys busy down here. That only leaves Kassadin unknown to where he is. And that allows us to get the quest point. Janna's going to try and get the point up here while Rise just beats on Scion. You know, she really should have just continued to cap the point and let Scion be the annoyance. But now Aurelia comes in, and that allows things to be evened up. And they don't have a neutralized point in case that happens. There you go. Nope, Scion's going to come in and try and get Aurelia. That's really dumb with a very powered up Rise sitting right there. I came up top just to say, hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, that was a great job working on those two. Now I'm going to go down here and try and do something productive. Yeah, I hide in the grass seeing those two go up, and I start going down. I'm like, why? I need to come up here and help. Plus we got big Blitzcrank coming with us. They managed to take down Rise. Nice grab on Blitzcrank though. Olaf backing out of there, using his ulti. Kind of a waste if you ask me. So Olaf doing some major damage on Blitzcrank, but here comes Aurelia. That big shield goes up, and down goes Olaf. I'm over here fighting out with Kassadin. I'm about to get some really nice backup, which is going to force Kassadin to flash out and get away, using the slow on us to flash again. And Miss Fortune is outmatched at the moment with Scion and Amumu, but fortunately here comes Rise to try and even up the odds and prevent the point from at least falling into their hands. It's neutralized, but nice job driving out Amumu, taking him down. I come in to try and throw in what support I can. Rise with the nice grab. He gets popped up, but still manages to drive Janna away while I work on recapping the point and bringing us back to a 3-2 cap. Up top, we have Aurelia in trouble versus Kassadin and Olaf. And she's just going to end up being taken out. Well, there's not much you can do when you have that combo following you. You got one slowing you, and you got the other throwing out some major damage. Rise going up top. I went around with Blitzcrank because he was pinging someone that was around here. They're not anymore. So we're working on making our way up top. Olaf is up there against Rise. Blitzcrank and I come up. Oops, grabbed a minion by accident. Throws out explosions. I go into my ulti. I just decide I'm going to dive the tower. I'm going to absorb the damage. I'm going to throw out as much as I can. Help maybe get one down, which we did. We managed to take down Olaf. That helps tip the balance to us a little bit more. Rise picks up another kill, starts neutralizing the point to keep it from shooting. It's still going to continue to shoot, but Rise is going to pick up a triple kill. What? No Quadra this time? Yeah, no Quadra. Again, going after Blitzcrank, but did not continue to go after Blitzcrank, and that gives Rise yet another kill. I'm watching Rise's build because I'm like, I want to do that. So, it may not have changed the outcome too much, but Scion probably could have gotten Blitzcrank, but instead turned his attention elsewhere. I don't know if that was accidental or whatnot. Janna trying to cap the point. Nice grab by Blitzcrank with his power out. Quick stun, but she manages to push us all away. And she hits the speed, does a little tornado, but gets stunned again. I managed to stun her. Blitzcrank popped her up, and we managed to clean her out really nice and easy. Amumu defending the point down bottom. Throws out his ulti. Oh, there's some damage out there, but as you can see, I've picked up some magic resist. I've picked up some armor. So I'm at least resilient, if not doing a hell of a lot of damage. And I'm just standing in there. Miss Fortune backs out. She's taking a lot of hits. But I'm just determined to stand in there. Yeah, I get killed. No big surprise. But Miss Fortune manages to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, Jana comes in, is going to prevent Miss Fortune from getting anything. Now, why Miss Fortune chose to stop there, I don't know. But she did. And that puts her in trouble. Blitzcrank finishing off Scion up here with Irelia backing her up. Jana again going to try and cap this point, but Rise is right there, not going to allow us to fall into a 4-1 cap. And I'm coming around to help back up Rise because I know Jana's still down here. Don't know where I was headed originally, then I changed my mind, then I decided to go back around up top. I think what I was trying to do was swing up and around behind, and then change my mind, decided, well, okay, at this point, you know what, I'm not doing very well anyway, so why don't I just go pick up the relic and completely waste it. Well, hell, nobody else is getting it. I might as well. Then I decided to come down here to work to back cap this point, while Miss Fortune and Rise push Jana in this direction. Go into my ulti and just waltz right on through. There's Jana coming back out. I do the slice. Doesn't help much. I get the stun. Scion comes in. I get popped up. I really don't care. I'm just in there being the damage magnet, taking as much as I can. She goes into her ulti. Somebody throws out a garrison. I get killed. Big surprise. We were doing good there for a minute, and then it just didn't end very well. What can I say? You know, I'm just doing my balls to the wall mentality, and it did not work in our favor. Blitzcrank taking down Olaf up here. He caps the point, putting us up temporarily. Kassadin working to cap this point down here, but I spawn in. Miss Fortune spawns in. I'm standing there bouncing around like an idiot while Miss Fortune runs as quickly as she can. Throws out her ulti, forcing Kassadin to pop out. And Kassadin pops in. Miss Fortune gets stunned. I'm not helping Miss Fortune, which is not the smartest thing, but capping the point kind of is. She manages to take down Kassadin. I continue to cap the point. Out goes the ulti. Some damage comes in. Rise comes in. Irelia's coming down. I'm standing in there being the damage magnet again because I just can't put out the damage that my team can, so I might as well sit there and soak it up. And then I help recap the point with my team. As you see, I'm sporting over 3,000 hit points. I've got some nice magic resist going on. I've got some armor going on. I think I'm actually working for the Sunfire cape right now. Yeah, this is a pretty long game. It was a nice kind of back and forth. Blitzcrank working against Kassadin up top. Massive shield. And Blitzcrank chasing, but just not going to happen. Olaf comes in and turns it around. I go straight into my ulti. I come in right after Olaf. He's continuing after Blitzcrank. He cannot be disabled, but he's going to back out. Throws his axe at me, but I know I got to stay on the point if I want to accomplish anything. And there goes the turret, helping to take out one, helping to take out the other. Holy cow. You know, really good going on protecting the point up top. Whew. What can I say? I was lucky. You know, I had the turret at my back. I was in my ulti. They were both hurt already. So, that, what can I say? That just really helped me out. I'm not going to take a ton of credit for that. Scion capping the point in the middle right there. We're back to a 3-2 cap. Something else going on in there other than English. I'm picking up top because Olaf's there, Kassadin's there. They're mad at me, and they're going to make themselves known that they're mad at me. But Blitzcrank manages to come back, and now he's on the point for defense. That looked like a point garrison. I'm not sure, but Blitzcrank in there. Look at that massive shield. Irelia comes in. Olaf goes out again. Blitzcrank with a double kill. Very, very nice. And you can hear him laughing in there. I put up a GG with a question mark because I'm pretty sure the game's going to come to an end at this point. 173-25. We're triple cap. They really don't have anything set up to cap a point back. And points are going to bleed off pretty quick. I started coming in for the relic, and then Misfortune was there, so I was like, well, not only is she gonna beat me to it, but even if she wasn't, I'd let it go. She's definitely outputting more damage than me. I've got my Sunfire Cape. I come in and just steal a kill right there. I actually kind of felt bad for doing it. I just walked up one hit. So Kassadin in trouble. I go into my ulti, and we were going to try and kill him, but there you go, folks. The game is over. I didn't do spectacularly well on Reckton, but yeah, I did okay as a damage magnet, which is, I resign myself to that role quite often sometimes when I'm playing a character and I'm not doing well. And it's something you can do to help your team. Ninja Cap, if your team's diving the tower, and you've got a bit of a tanky character, of course, dive first. Let your team throw out the damage while you soak it up from the other team as much as you can. What else could I say? Anyways, folks, as always, if you're not playing League of Legends, follow the link in the description down below. Sign up for it. Download the game. It's not very big download, and you'll have a lot of fun playing. Once you get through the lower ranks can be a bit frustrating, especially if you don't know much about playing a game like this. But once you get through the lower ranks, once you learn, and once you get playing with people who do learn, who do know the game, it is a lot of fun. Also, if you already have an account, throw a guy... Ooh, sorry, I just whacked my niece in the head. I didn't know she was standing right next to me. But anyways, if you do have an account, look, throw me a bonus. I'm trying to bring you these gameplays. I'm trying to accomplish something out of this. And, especially if you're the people that played in the game, you get to see yourself from a different point as I throw out some comments and whatnot. Hey, throw me a bone, will you? Working hard here. Make a Smurf account, play it to level 5. Only takes a couple hours. Throw me a referral. I'd greatly appreciate it. But anyways, folks, this is One Big Bugger, and as always, I'll see you next time.